Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is another awesome replay from my old mate MatchyHK from DPX Clan. This replay is taken from patch 9.13, which is why it's showing in vanilla. And none of my colourful mods are on the screen. This game we're on Swamp and Matchy's driving the mighty tier 10 Russian medium tank, the Object 140. This is the first tier 10 Russian medium tank that I ever got. I think it was the first tier 10 Russian tank that I ever bought as well. It's a pretty handy little tank, as you're going to see in this great demonstration on Swamp by MatchyHK. Friendly reminder, don't forget to check out MatchyHK's YouTube channel, which I'll put a link to in the video description below. Now you can look at the mini-map if you like, and you can see that not many people are going with Matchy up to the usual area where mediums do their stuff. Unlucky not to hit the first shot, but I'm pretty sure that that second shot went through on what tank was that? I think it might have been the Panther 2. It was. Anyway, moving right along, he's moving up to where the medium tanks often traditionally do their fighting on Swamp. And you can look at the lineup of the tanks that Matchy's team don't have a great amount of mediums, so he's being a little bit cautious here, which is the right thing to do. The enemy side have more mediums than Matchy's side, but you can see on the minimap the Type 61, the Tier 9 Japanese medium tank, has gone the other way. And looking at the lineup, the medium tanks that the enemy side have at Tier 10, the only one at Tier 10 they have is the STB1. Of course, they have a few Tier 8 medium tanks as well as the Tier 9 Japanese. Tries to auto aims on the RHM, but not lucky enough to land that shot, so he hasn't been too lucky early on with his shots, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that second shot on the RHM, the Tier 8 German tank destroyer, would have went through, but again it became unspotted as he fired his gun. Now you can see the Panther 2 is not on full health, which sort of tells me that Matchy's earlier shot did go through. He puts in another 300, but he has been spotted, so he has to be mindful of the enemy tank destroyers, which might be aiming him up. Puts another 302 damage into the Panther 2. He needs to get this engagement over and done with the Panther 2, so he's rushing forward to kill him, because the other side is starting to lose tanks. Now the T-44 takes a shot, but I think the shot might have been at the Centurion Action X, and that's why he missed Matchy, but Matchy puts a shot into the T-44. Now when you're in a Tier 10 medium tank, dealing with the Tier 8 mediums is not too hard at all. Now he's looking at the T-44 just to try and even the score up a bit. Shoots and misses. Unfortunate not to get that shot either. It wasn't fully aimed. You'd think that Centurion would be able to take care of the WZ, but it looks like he needs a bit of help. So Matchy obliged and picks up his second kill, evening up the score at 3 apiece. Now that STB1, looking at the minimap, the STB1 looks like he's doing a full YOLO run towards Matchy's artillery pieces. The Centurion Action X is going back to assist. Matchy needs to get rid of this Type 59 pattern. Bounces a shot, so does the 59 pattern. That's a newish kind of Tier 8 premium Chinese tank from memory. Gets rid of him, and the artillery takes out that STB1. Very handy tank to get rid of. So Matchy's side are winning now, 5-4, and Matchy's picked up 3 of those 5 kills. And now he's just sort of being a little bit cautious here, just making sure he's not going to get spotted. And you can see on the mini-map, look, all around this area of the mini-map, there's all the heap of tank destroyers. Of course, the RHM, the Repeatable Borsig Waffenträger, even though it's only a Tier 8, it's got a pretty handy gun. It was last seen up here, and that's who Matchy's looking for now. We've got the FOC 155, and also the Waffenträger Alf E100. I haven't seen one of those for a while because they were removed and replaced with the new grill just a couple of patches ago. And the Repetable's hiding behind that building. Matchy getting very aggressive here, looking for the kill on the RHM, but he's not going to be lulled into it. Puts a shot into the building to get rid of the cover. Auto aims, takes him out. Maintaining the lead of one tank, 6-5, but Matchy's side have lost a couple of tier 10 tanks. The only tier 10 tank on the enemy side that's out of the game is that STB. Another very lucky bounce, very lucky to bounce a shot from the FOC 155, especially from the rear. He's staying in this position just to try and keep the enemy side lit up for the artillery, and also to chip away at the damage himself. Luckily enough, still to be on full health here. It's a very good position to be in mid-game if you're still on full health in a medium tank, especially a top-tier medium tank like the Object 140, where you can continue to pump the damage out and, of course, spot for your team. But it looks like most of his teammates are hanging back here. Of course, the T-34 over at G1 is only a tier 8 heavy tank, so he's probably a little bit nervous. The Death Star, the FV215B 183 with that massive gun, one of the other tier 10 tanks on his side, and the T28 looks like he's just camping that FE2 line. The OHO in an interesting position for an OHO, but I don't know where he should be. Maybe he should be helping the T34, that's probably a better idea. And the SU101 at tier 8 is not going to get too aggressive. So it's pretty much down to Matchy here to be the one spotting tanks for the enemy side. The OHO gets taken out by the T92, the tier 10 American artillery piece with a massive gun that can I've been one-shotted in the T92 before in a tier 10 heavy tank. It can be quite distressing. Now Matchy's been spotted, even though he's back here. That tells me that some of his tanks, some of the enemy tanks, probably the T44, have gotten quite aggressive and they're lighting up the campers. I'd say that SU101 is probably not going to last much longer there, simply because he doesn't have the view range, and so Matchy's going to move forward again and provide a bit of view range for his team so that they've got something to shoot at. These three tanks here essentially are out of the game. There's nothing spotted in this area. They've already sort of finished dueling, unless there's something down here unspotted which is chipping away at these three tanks. Their guns really aren't in this game. Now he's found the FOC again. He doesn't want to risk another shot, but he picks up 353 spotting damage. That would have been the SU-101 putting a shot into that FOC. And then another shot goes into the FOC, possibly artillery. Either a bit of splash damage or a shot from the FV207. Looking to find him again, to light him up and to try and get rid of another tier 10 on the enemy side. Now across, you can see on the minimap on the heavy lane, the T-34 from the enemy side has been lit up. So we've got the E3 and the Death Star moving in to try and take him out of the game. That FOC, who's nearly dead, takes out the T-44. And there's the enemy T-44 on 39 hit points. Matchy wants to get rid of him. That'll be an easy kill. Pick up his 5th kill if he does. He's already got 4 kills. Artillery has a swing and misses. And there's the Waffenträger Alpha E100, the auto-loader. 5-shot auto-loader in the big German tank destroyer. Now Matchy moving into a little bit more of a safer position to try to continue lighting up the enemy team and work out who's lighting him up. He keeps getting spotted. There he is. It's the T50, the Skoda T50. You're lucky enough to take him out. It does cop a bit of damage though. He's lost nearly 1,000 hit points now, and the cheeky little spick, doing a very good job keeping MatchyHK lit up. So it's still an even ball game at the moment. E100 handily gets rid of the T44, so that's another tank who can't light up all the enemy tanks. But now Matchy's moving back around to where the heavy tanks were. Looks like the Waffenträger's just had a big hit from artillery. He gets spotted again. I'd say it's the Spick again, being very, very cheeky. And he's trying to get rid of these 2 tank destroyers, but also they need to be wary of that E100. That E100 looks like he's on full health. So they need to respect that. That's going to take a fair bit of shooting to get rid of him. takes the Fox down to a one shot. The Fox turning around again. He shoots him again, but it bounces. Pulls back behind some cover. T-34 kills him. I thought that T-34 was going to get cleaned up there. Luckily for MatchyHK, he's picked up his 5 kills, but luckily for him, the T-34 is still on full health, so he can take a bit of a battering if need be. And now Matchy's relocating again because this T-28 has got himself into a bit of an awkward position. I don't know if he's getting peppered by those tank destroyers on the hill, but Matchy is going to look for him and try and help his team get rid of that Waffenträger. Because if that Waffenträger is reloaded, then that's a hell of a lot of damage in its clip that it can just dish out to Matchy and his teammates. And it looks like the T-34's just about on his own with that E100, so whatever he does here, he needs to do it pretty quickly, because that T-34, you'd imagine, would not last too long against that big derpy E100. 150mm gun, I think it is. Takes a shot from behind, but rushes forward and takes the Waffenträger out of the game, confirming his top gun. But he's still got a bit of work to do. The temptation to go after artillery is enormous. And he's going to help this T-34, who's a one-shot now. He's down to 28 hit points, so he's obviously been losing that engagement with the E100. Matchy puts a shot into the E100 side. Artillery takes out the Su-101, and Matchy's artillery takes out the GW Tiger P, which is the Tier 8 German artillery. Artillery shells going off all over the place where Matchy is. It's just Matchy and the T-28 now, as well as the 2 artillery pieces. So they need to try and keep those enemy tanks lit up, just so Artie can do its job. Now the Spic got himself into a very good position to light Matchy up there. Matchy's put that big mountain between him and the artillery, and he's just trying to get rid of that pesky little Spic, because that Spic with its 3-shot autoloader will probably put a lot of pain into the artillery pieces if it finds its way to Matchy's arties. Now the T-28's down to 112 hit points. Another Tier 8 tank, which looks like he's suffering to that E100, but Matchy's only on 400 as well, so Matchy's a one-shot for that E100. Shoots him, and looks like he might have tracked him. Artillery puts a shot into the E100, and Matchy knows that his reload is going to be a lot better than the E100. Can he get another shot in? He can. He pulls back. Now he's waiting for that E100 to fire. He knows that E100's aiming towards him. You can see it. And the T-28 takes advantage while the E100's aiming towards Matchy. The T-28 puts a shot in. Matchy shoots and bounces, but then the E100 takes a shot, so Matchy can take him out of the game, confirming his 8th kill and the Radley Walters medal. And now it's just a case of getting rid of that pesky T-92, which the artillery does very nicely. And of course the usual in-game chat calling everybody a noob, and here we go with the post-game battle result. Not surprising to get an ace tanker for MatchyHK in his Object 140, the Tier 10 Russian medium tank, a swag of minor medals, a bruiser, jeweler, fire for effect and shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of your vehicle. Not that common you see a shell proof or a steel wall in an Object 140. The Radley Walters medal for getting 8 or 9 kills. High caliber, unsurprising. And of course the Top Gun for getting 6 kills. Looking at all the tanks that he damaged, spotted and killed, he had an absolute ripper of a game, our mate MatchyHK. As we look at the second game page of the post-game battle results, 8,411 hit points of damage gave him a massive score of 1,460 base experience. You can see there he fired 41 shots and only 6 of them missed, giving him 35 direct hits and 29 penetrations. Not a bad result at all. 8,411 damage. Only 320 of that was sniped. That would have been early on, but it would have been just the one shot, probably the shot that went into the Panther 2 at the start of the game. And he blocked over 3,000 damage, which is absolutely massive in an Object 140, a tank that's not really known for its armour. And he damaged 10 of the 15 enemy tanks. Not a bad game at all for MatchyHK, DPX clan, Object 140. Made a bit of coin too. Obviously, the more damage you do, the more coin you make, and he made just over 40,000 credits. Bottom line, after he paid for all that ammunition. An awesome game for MatchyHK from DPX clan. Don't forget to check out his YouTube channel, which I'll put a link in the video description. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks, Matchy, for that awesome replay in the Object 140. I absolutely loved it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.